chances to risk it all. Otherwise, you're just an inert chunk of randomly assembled molecules drifting wherever the universe blows you.
Come on, everyone. Keep healthy, keep healthy. Come on, everyone.
Shop Us6.com.
Brought to you by Usual Suspect 6.
Say a couple of 100 yards down the road, I gave myself 50-50.
UsualSuspect6.com.
I'm tired of this, man. I'm sick of worrying about lit cars. I'm sick of worrying about the government. I can't eat.
It's a usual suspect thing.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
When we first hooked up, he wrote on a slip of paper, I need money. I said, shit, me too. And we started making it together after that.
Hey, what it do, man? It's your boy, 503 Line, man. Hard hitter sports entertainment. As usual, Suspect 6 Sundays. This is the recap. This is the podcast where all of the usual suspects come together on a cool Sunday fun day. And we, of course, recap the week of boxing. Fights, hot boxing topics, and all of the crazy stuff that's going down in the sport. Hot take segments, man. It's all here on Usual Suspect Sundays, man. Once again, shouts out to the chat. Shouts out to everybody that's going to come through today. I am 503 Line, Hard Hitter Sports Entertainment. And, woo, man, we got a lot to talk about today. Man. Was you not entertained last night? Did you not enjoy the fights last night, family? Oh yeah, man. PBC. They say Big Turk got some funny stuff going on the rider season, man. But y'all not looking too innocent over there on the PBC. Huh? Hey man, come on, man. You know what I'm talking about? Look. Okay, Carno, I got you, Carno. I'm gonna shoot you a email in a second, bro. Be looking for it. I'm actually on my phone right now, bro. So I'm trying to get my laptop to queue up, man. This thing is my laptop be moving so slow. I gotta give me a new laptop, man. It's time to get rid of this thing, man. I didn't have this same laptop PC for at least 5 years. Probably longer than that. You know, I probably didn't have this thing since about 2018, 2017, man. It's time to upgrade, man. Y'all got any good recommendations? I'm not an Apple guy. I don't really fool with Mac. Do y'all got any other good recommendations for PC, laptops, desktops? You know what I'm saying? Because this laptop I got, this joint moving super duper slow, man. I'm on turtle time with this damn thing. It was moving so slow I had to cue the show up on my phone. Oh shit, D-Man just sent me something. Okay, I'm gonna check it out, bro. Yeah, I gotta get me a new laptop, bro. This shit is pathetic. I'm switching over to my phone. Okay, hold on. There you go. All right, there you go. Let me take this beats out real quick. Okay. Mic check. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm good. Yeah, send me a link to some good laptops, bro. Send me a link, man. Tay Tay says she team Apple. Okay, I'm good. Appreciate that. All right, now let me see. Real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second because I started the show on my phone. I gotta send Kano a link, and I gotta send the rest of the brothers a link. Okay, I got Kano email right here. Hey man, this thing moving so freaking slow, bro. All right, there you go. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about though today, man, on this Sunday, man. Apologies for the tardiness, man. I had went to go get me something to eat real quick, man. It took longer than what I expected. Okay, that go Carno right there. Let me send Cadillac Red one, even though he probably ain't gonna come so we about to get off and he on vacation. So let's see. Where's KG at? KG, Odd, and Ack. Yo. Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. So I just sent the links out. That go Odd fella right there. What's going on with it, Odd? How you feeling on this Sunday, bro?
I ain't even gonna try to do it. So what it do? What you saying? What it going? It's your favorite, yeah, your most hated Odd fella. Back for another one. That mean as usual suspect Sundays. Big up Mr. Texas Drip. You know what I mean? 503 line in the building. You know what I mean? Salute to the rest of the usual suspects. Big up everybody up in the chat. Make sure y'all smash that like button, share that stream. Damn right, it's a usual suspect thing. Yeah, I'm as you can hear, I'm kind of, you know what I mean, battling a cold. Yeah, battling a cold. So, you know what I mean, but I was still able, when Tank come around, when he come outside, they fight parties out there and shit. You know what I mean? Niggas start to come outside and want to watch boxing. These casual motherfuckers be hollering, yo, we got something popping over here. Why don't you come through? Okay. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had a decent little fight party experience and whatnot. You know, dig? And definitely interesting fight, interesting card to talk about. Now, one thing I will say is that there was I saw a lot of comparisons between this week's card and last week's card, the last crescendo. Now, this week's card was solid, you know what I mean, but it wasn't, in my opinion, as good as the last crescendo. Not by any stretch imaginable. Production was lacking, you know what I mean. And as far as the fights go, the undercards, let me be real, man. I fell asleep. I was like in and out of that motherfucking Sandor Martin Alberto Puello fight. That shit pulled me out, you know what I mean? And I was lucky to be able to wake back up for the El Rayo Gary Antoine Russell battle. That was a good fight. But yeah, it was a solid card, but I don't think it can be compared, you know what I mean, on the level of the last crescendo and what Big Turk's doing. But what can be compared is some of the boxing corruption. You know what I mean? Because there was some hella corruption that was going on Saturday night. Understand? Was old boy, did Does PBC have the budget to have a ref on the payroll? Because they definitely had Steve Willis on the payroll Saturday night. You know what I mean? Let's not even talk about the lack of a call for the knockdown. Let's talk about him interjecting into the fight every time they got on the clinch. Let Lamont work in the clinch. Let these niggas work in the clinch. They had hands free and shit like that, but every time they was on the inside, old boy Willis was getting in the mix, fucking up the fight for Lamont Roach. You know what I mean? I'm just land a plane on that. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna delve in deeper. You know what I mean? To some of the refs' lack thereof calls and whatnot, and some of his limitations and criticisms on the night. But yeah.
Okay. Y'all gotta forgive all fella, man. He gets super duper excited, man, with these long intros, man. But we got a special guest in the building. He is the face of the Boricas. You understand me? I don't know if he converting to Islam or what. I don't know what my OG got going on over there, man. But he been rocking these kufis, man, and he looked pretty spiffy in them. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the OG. You know what I'm saying? Kano Loco TV in the building, man. What's going on, OG?
Man, I shouldn't be really considered a guest. I'm supposed to be usual suspect number 7, but you know.
But you don't fool with your young homie, man, with your young bro, man. You don't ever pull up. You pull up on the Beltway. You know what I'm saying? And you chop it up over there with them, but you don't ever come over here and mess with me though. But it's cool. I appreciate you.
Hey, make sure your ass vote for the next pound for pound then, suspect number 7.
Yeah.
The memo's out there. The memo's been sent, nigga.
I'm gonna call a timeout on our fella. Mute him. He done spoke so much already in the beginning, right? You know, first of all, I do pull up and I listen to your show. 503. I do. I don't always type because I don't like going back and forth typing with people. So I try to stay out the chat as much as possible. And I do that usually on everybody's shows, you know. Every now and again, you'll see the salute coming through. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it moving and shit. You know, second of all, fuck the last crescendo. That shit was trash. I didn't like it. Okay. I can think of for other cards that I thought was better than that shit that I fell asleep on.
Tell them why you mad. Go ahead. That's why I said that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, you know, and yesterday was, you know, it was a beautiful thing yesterday because there was actually 2 cards, man. One on DAZN and then one on Prime. You know, we had the card in Puerto Rico. I hope y'all slept on that, man. But by the way, Clarissa Shields and Pat Poose was down there in Boricua country in Puerto Rico watching that card. They was in the building. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Clarissa.
Yeah, I seen that. And give us some info on that card. Did Matias win? Did Matias win, bro?
Yeah, he did. I mean, I was gonna let you just go ahead and start the show, but if you want me to speak on the Matias fight, I can whenever you're ready for me to.
Yeah. Speak on it, man. That's in your neck of the woods, bro. Tell us about it real quick.
I mean, first of all, fella, did you get a chance to watch it?
Indeed, and I was thoroughly impressed. It was an entertaining fight. I ain't gonna much lie.
Okay, this is the only. I thought Matias looked sharp as he normally does look sharp until there was a point in that fight that I got really pissed with Subriel. And it was the point where it seemed like he was letting old boy off the hook, fella. It was like 3 rounds in a row where he's like...
He was, but look at the state of the man's eye, bro.
Bro, this is boxing, bro. It's a brutal sport, man. You got to make the referee stop this.
Subriel already has a body on his resume, bro. Maybe that's in the back of his head.
It probably was, but this should have just been number 2. Just put him out of his misery, bro. You can't sit there and be like, looking at the ref, looking at the corner like, y'all ain't gonna come get this? Y'all, nah, bro. Just step on his throat, bro. If he dies, he dies. It's simple as that, bro. We can't be playing this little soft game, man. This ain't checkers. This ain't jumping jacks. This ain't baseball. It's a contact sport. We're boxing. Mano a mano. You know what I'm saying? So if he's still up, keep swinging on him, man. Keep swinging on him. But I like what he did, though, for the most part. And if you notice, once he realized that the ref wasn't going to stop it, he went ahead and stepped on it and got him out of there. He could have did that 2 or 3 rounds earlier. Could have did it 2 or 3 rounds earlier. I get what you're saying, that it was in the back of his mind. But if he doesn't press the action, he's not going to force him to stop it either.
I can't disagree.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and check that out, man. Now I got something to watch for today. Okay. So salute to Sabril Matias, man. Now I'm gonna say this before I get off Sabril, before I forget. I would love to see him fight Hitchens for his old title. You know what I'm saying? Since T.O. went with Barbosa, I think Hitchens and Matias will be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see how that play out at 140, man. And salute to 140. Now let's go ahead and get to.
No,
go ahead, OG. Of course.
This is very important because I think our fella knows the situation as well too, because he's probably in it like I am. Okay, that was a mandatory right there. That was an elimination to become the mandatory for the IBF. The problem is, and it's a problem because I'm not liking it, is that Hitchens is telling Kambosos if he wins his next fight, he'll give him a shot. Why are we giving George Kambosos opportunities after opportunities after opportunities? We need to eliminate that, bro.
I seen that. You right, OG. See, that's why I love Kano, man. Kano be on his game, bro. You absolutely right, Kano. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even gonna bring up Kambosos, but I'm glad the OG said that because it's nasty work. And see, this is why I love Kano too, because see, Hitchens is his man's. He cool with the trainer. You know what I'm saying? He cool with Africa, but he holding his people accountable.
Got to.
And that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit from what Africa is saying, bro. I understand
but is what Africa's saying coming from nasty work Eddie Hearn?
Nah.
No, what it's coming from is that T.O. wouldn't agree to fight him for whatever reason. So he's like, let me.
Okay, hold you. You ain't seeing where I'm going. Let me put y'all in place. You know what I mean? Because one thing I noticed, Subriel used to be a matchroom fighter. Wasn't that a big signee for Eddie Hearn? Once upon a time?
Yes.
All of a sudden, Subriel, he lost the fight against Liam Paro. And then something happened there, Kano. Now, this last fight, who was promoting them? Salida Promotions.
And Fresh Productions, by the way, both.
Shout out Fresh Productions. But yeah, what happened to that matchroom contract? And this is the fly in the ointment. This is what I'm saying. Nasty work, Eddie Hearn. He's gonna be leading Hitchens to another matchroom fighter in Kambosos.
Politics.
More so than Subriel. Now, hopefully, Salida has the backative and the strength to get that mandatory in place. Because that fight was for a mandatory. So
yeah. Well, we know the IBF. Salute to the IBF, man. The IBF don't play that. Homie don't play that over there with them IBF titles, man. So hopefully, they enforce that, man. You know what I'm saying? If not next, then for sure the fight after this. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to see Africa, defend his title and make him some decent money. You know what I'm saying? He deserves it. But you get one voluntary defense from me, brother, and you got to go see Subriel, man. I think that's only fair. You know what I'm saying? But let's move it along because we know why the people are here. They want to talk about this PBC event. They want to talk about Tank, and we're gonna get into all of that.
Wasn't it a great event? Wasn't it a great event? I thought it was a great event.
Okay, stay right there, Colonel, because I gotta come to you first, man. Talk to me about this first fight, man. Tellis, man, and J-Rock. You know what I'm saying? I thought Tellis was gonna get him up out of there, man, but it went the full decision. the full 12, man. But he did win. You know what I'm saying? How did you feel about that fight?
I mean, I've been knowing about Taylor since day one. He signed to Box Lab Promotions. He's which by the way are good friends of mine down here. They're the ones who hold these events in the Caribe Royale down in Orlando. So I've been knowing about him since day one. I thought he fought a great fight, man. I've always known him to be patient. He's got a lot of power and he's explosive, but he's also patient. I expected him to get J-Rock out, but at the same token, I got to give J-Rock credit, man. He withstood the heat, man, you know? And I knew Tellus wasn't going to press and do anything stupid during that fight. So that's the reason it went the distance. But Tellus, man, is the real deal, though, man. And J-Rock, I ain't going to say it's over for him, but, man, that fat lady's starting to hum a little bit, man. You know, like he might have to start considering leaving that alone. And what I don't want from him, because he's well off, you know, he's got his businesses and all that other good stuff, man. What I don't want him to do is be like a Pedraza who knows he should have retired 3 or 4 fights ago, but he's still fighting. I don't want to see that for J-Rock. So, you know, salute to him for putting up a great fight and shit like that. But Tellus is just too much, man. I like Joannis Tellus a lot, man. I've been big on him since day one. I don't really talk about him much, except for, you know, on the corners, you know, in the barbershops and in the, you know, in the streets and shit. Cause like I said, he's signed to one of my homeboys down here. So we talk a lot about him on the block and shit, but awesome talent, man.
Okay. Now, I got a 2-part question for you. Then I'm gonna come back to All Fella with the same sauce. It was one other fighter that did retire that was a champion at 154, and Jared Hurd. He retired. He lost to Gonzalez last night. And how did you feel about that? And also, what's next for the homie Tellus, man? Could you give us an inside perspective on what's going on next for him? Is he gonna be in line to get a title or eliminator, or you know what I'm saying? Could we possibly see him, you know, take on another top guy in the division?
All right, the first part is the Jared Hurd. I didn't watch that fight, but you got to excuse me. I was trying to watch the Puerto Rican card and this one, and my focus was over there. My homeboy Nestor Bravo took, you know, he lost his shit. He was fighting during that time, so I was watching Nestor Bravo. He lost the decision, man. Shout out to Nestor, though, man. That's still my dude, you know. He'll be back.
Yeah.
I get to see the Jared Hurd one. What I think he needs to do, Joannis Tellus, is fight another top-ranked individual, man. I think he needs one more before he steps in there with that. What's that? Bakram? What was his name? Bakram. You know,
Backy. Yeah, young Backy. Yeah. Bakram Murdazaliev.
Yeah, because I think everybody's pointing towards that fight as a big possibility, an easier fight to make between those two. I think he maybe needs one more before that. But at the same time, if it's available, I'm not opposed to it. I'm here for it.
Okay. All for man, give me your thoughts on Tellus. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about him? What you want to see next from him? And how did you feel about J-Rock, man, taking his final fight and losing? And he also retired.
Yeah, I've been high on Tellus. He put out a nice workmanlike victory performance against J-Rock. And those are the type of fights, the type of opponents that you want to season these up and coming prospects / contenders up with. And J-Rock definitely fit the bill. And unfortunately, J-Rock can be considered somewhat of a gatekeeper. And I think Tellus has officially passed that gate. J-Rock is a former champion, a seasoned veteran, has great wins on his resume as well, but he's a bit, I would say, past his prime, past his best. And I kind of agree with the OG Kano that maybe it is time to hang it up and not go that Pedraza route where you're just steady the opponent. Being that you have a other ventures and other endeavors outside of boxing. But great win from Tellis, and I would say a decent performance from J-Rock. Many of us expected, especially me, when being high on Tellis, I expected Tellis to just outright stop J-Rock, being that J-Rock has a questionable chin at times. You know what I mean? But J-Rock showed that he can hang in there with who I perceive as could be one of the best at 154. He's going to have to continue to prove that. Maybe a guy like Brandon Adams next, or the guy that beat Brandon Adams, the Greek guy from that fights out of Houston, out of Ronnie Shields' camp, would be a good fight. A guy like Sergey Boyachuk.
Yeah, no, they can't fight. They can't fight, bro. They in the same stable. That's another. You know, they both trained by. Yeah, they trained by Ronnie Shields, both of them.
A guy like Boyachuk might be a interesting matchup for Tellis. Sky's the limit for Yoenis Tellis. You know what I mean, at 154. As far as Jarrett Hurd goes, I totally agree with Hurd. Before the fight, he said if he's not able to get a win off of this guy, off a guy of this caliber, he might as well hang it up. And he was competitive in the fight, but it wasn't the same Jarrett Hurd that we're accustomed to seeing back when he was a champion at 154. It was a guy that was just seemed to be going through the motions, and when you're just going through the motions, especially a guy that's not at the championship level, we don't even really know this guy, even though he has a high knockout rate ratio, but that's in Venezuela. You know what I mean? This guy wasn't world class, so you're essentially facing domestic level third world competition, and you're not outclassing him. I agree with Jarrett Hurd. Maybe it's time to hang him up. I mean, it's time to hang him up. You weren't entertaining in that fight at all to me, because I was waiting for him to put something together, and he just won it. You know what I mean? The other guy was just way more active, put his punches together, outworked Jarrett Hurd, outpunched Jarrett Hurd, and deservedly got the win.
I'm shocked that our fella agreed with me, man. I'm honored. Miracles do happen.
Why is this shit not working, bro? Hold up.
What's going on, KG?
Five, you there?
I'm definitely not gonna read the chat, man. I'm not reading that chat, man.
What's going on, Chad? What's going on, fellas?
Yeah. My bad, bro. This laptop is pissing me off. What's good with it, KG? How you feeling on this Sunday, man? My bad.
Not much, man. Chilling. I ain't know when we was going live, so yeah, I ain't know what was going on. But I knew what was going because of last night's festivities. You know what I'm saying, or lack thereof, because it wasn't $80 worth. I wouldn't have paid $80. Can't do it. Put your hands down. It ain't a stick up.
Nah, bro, man.
No, put them back up because it was a stick up.
KG coming up in here with these gun bars, man. He sound like a true Virginia cat, man. He hitting us with these gun bars, man. Why you come up in here shooting, KG?
I deserve it. I deserve it. I earned that one.
Okay, bro. Now I know you seen this fight because me and you was going back and forth in the group chat about Jarrett Hurd 2-part question, bro. How did you feel about Jared Hurd finally hanging it up in his last fight? He lost to this Gonzalez guy. We never heard of him before. And how did you feel about the 154 fight, man? Tellus versus J Rock, man.
Well, I didn't see the Tellus versus J Rock fight. I just seen bits and pieces of
Oh,
it.
damn.
Yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? But I just like with Jerry Hurd and J Rock, these guys aren't like old, but based off of the wars that they've had in the ring, they're old. So it was two old motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, trying to give it one last, you know what I'm saying, hoorah to them, try to see what they can, if they wanted to, you know what I'm saying, make it happen. Because you heard Jerry Hurd say it. He said, if I don't win this one, I'm gonna retire. It's like a bad omen. You know what I'm saying? You know, he still ain't supposed to really say that. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like a lightweight shot at his opponent. I lose to a guy like this, I'm supposed to retire. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? He knew what it was. So, but Jared Hurd, as far as that fight, I seen majority of that, but it was like it was hard to stomach because my guy was just looking like you know what I'm saying, a punching bag. That, you know what I'm saying, a lot of spots in the fight, and when he was getting punches off, it was like it was nothing on him, no legs behind him. It was just, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying he was tired. It was just
punches.
Yeah, it wasn't no dog to it. It was pretty much what I'm saying before the fight. If I lose this, I'm gonna retire. So I ain't really putting too much effort because I should be able to beat this dude with minimum effort. But nah, that dude, he kind of came to fight. You know what I'm saying?
He did. He did.
And then the head clashes was frustrating Hurd also. But him being a veteran, he should have been able to work around that. So, but yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Good career. Go ahead and hang it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the wars you've been in, you put your body through quite a bit.
Okay. Salute to my boy Stay Ready in the building. Before I go to Stay Ready, I'm gonna get my quick little segment on the 154 in the middleweights. I like Tellus, man. Tellus is gonna be a problem. Let me mute Stay Ready because it's a little feedback. It's he gonna be a problem, bro. At the end of the day, 154 is gonna be a dangerous division. It's so many good fights and fighters at 154. I mean, we could do a whole another 4-hour show on Acting R show talking about 154. That's how deep that division is. You know what I'm saying? And with the win over J Rock, I think Tellus has put himself in a contender category on my Acting type vibes. You know what I'm saying? He definitely put himself in the contender category for sure. As far as with Jared Hurd, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm not gonna, blast Jared Hurd or anything like that, man. But honestly, bro, I'm gonna just be real, bro. You probably should have retired 2 fights ago, fam. If we just being honest, you probably should have just retired 2 fights ago, bro. You lost to another guy that we never really heard of before. That was the writing was on the wall then. That was a sign for you to get up out of here. You double back, you fight Jason Rosario on Pro Box. No disrespect to Pro Box, you know what I'm saying? But bro, you were a world champion. You were a world champion, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of a downgrade for you to go to Pro Box. Not saying that Pro Box is a bad platform or anything like that, but I feel like Pro Box is for up and coming guys trying to make a name for themselves. I feel like Pro Box is like the new Showbox from Showtime. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see champions fighting on Showbox or former champions fighting on Showbox. You know what I'm saying? You had a draw with Jason Rosario. Then you come back in this next fight, bro, and you lose to a guy that we never heard of, fam. This is why I'm so I'm so hell bent on trying to get the fights for the fans that we need to see, bro. We still never got a chance to see you fight Charlo. That was your big money fight. That was your big legacy fight, bro. We never got a chance to see you do that, man. So it's always gonna be if what if, you know what I'm saying, scenario when it comes to you and Charlo. Now we know Charlo went on to become undisputed and fight and get the Canelo fight and all this and all that, right off into the sunset, bro. And your career kind of took a hard left, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of fell from the throne, man. And when you fail, bro, you fail hard. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that for Jared Hurd, you know what I'm saying? But truth be told, man, a lot of this stuff he did, it was self-inflicted. You know what I'm saying? Um, you never really got back into your groove after you left Nesto. You know what I'm saying? After you left Nesto, you never really got back into your groove. You never really was the same fighter when you left your original trainer that made you a champion. You know what I'm saying? You tried it out with Coach K, and it was a little bit shaky. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't have Coach K in your corner last night, and it was real shaky, bro. So, you know, man, it is what it is, man. Stay ready, Matt. You know what I'm saying? I got my brother up in here. He didn't pull it up on us, man. I'm happy to have Big Bro up in here, man, because I know he been on the grind, man. Trying to get them degrees and whatnot, man. How you feel? How your Sunday going?
Man,
And
I had to
talk to us about these.
Go ahead.
Say what? Now I was gonna
No,
say,
go
talk to me about these fights that you seen. If you seen Jared Hurd, or tell us.
Man, I had to take a break from studying. I'm over here studying for midterms Tuesday and Wednesday. But man, let me tell you something. I did not see Jerry Hurd, but I was one of the ones that picked against him against Johan Gonzalez. Nothing against Hurd, man. You said he should have retired 2 fights ago. I think he should have retired after Luis Arias. He just didn't look the same without his old coach. You know, keep changing coaches, going to Coach K. I didn't think going to Coach K was a good idea. I didn't think him changing coaches in the middle of his career just because he lost against J-Rock was a good idea. But, you know, everybody feels different about their situations. But I think he had the right coach in his corner for his style of boxing. But, you know, and I felt like he was too old to be changing styles or trying to change the way he fights. And him trying to be more slick than fighting how he was fighting, he wasn't built for that. And that's what ended his that's why his going out fights wasn't that good. And I'm glad he did retire to go ahead and focus on the trucking business, focus on your wife, focus on a new child, you know, things that he got going on, because you don't want to keep going out and looking like you're taking the punches that you have been taking your entire career, end up with CTE. That's not a good look. Also, I've been telling y'all about Yoenis Tellez for a long time. For a long time. And I actually thought he was gonna knock J-Rock out last night. J-Rock actually showed me he's still trying to prove, but Yoenis still went in there and demolished him for 12 rounds. J-Rock didn't get knocked out. First time I saw Yoenis Tellez, he was 1-0. And I met him over there at Ronnie Camp because I went over there to do an interview with Dave Morales. And we was talking to him, and man, talking to him was actually a more entertaining interview than what we did with Dave Morales. I said call him Dave Morales, but you know what I'm talking about, Dave Morale. And
Yeah.
But Yoenis is a cool dude, man. And watching him spar Justin Paul, though, watching him spar David Morrell, and watching him spar Shot. He actually sparred Shot that day. And watching him spar, I was like, oh, this kid got something. And yeah, he really showed me something. I said, yeah, he's gonna be something serious. I said, give him time. And they moving him faster than I thought.
They moving this kid pretty fast, but yeah, he gonna be something pretty serious, man. I am not joking. I like that kid, and he is gonna be a champion. Give it time.
Okay.
I just hope they keep moving in the same pace. Don't push him too hard because, like you guys mentioned, 154 is that's it. Ain't number dogs at 154. That's all you getting. You ain't fighting nothing less, nothing more, nothing less. Nothing but dogs there. So when you go in here, you're going. This division is gonna get you ready for the glamour divisions at 160. Well, right now 168 is the glamour. Took the glamour division, the glamour shot from 160, and then you got 175 is looking good. So when he started moving up to these upper divisions, he already went through a gauntlet at 154. So yeah, he looking good, man.
For sure. Okay, man.
How y'all doing today?
Nah, we good.
Late, you know.
Nah, bro. Listen, bro. You on time compared to other suspects. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give Ack Reacher a pass because it's his birthday weekend, so he probably celebrating with his family. But you know that
Ramadan was just today.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna give my boy Ack a pass. He good money. You know what I'm saying? I already chopped it up with Ack. But that other guy, man, Mr. Cadillac Red, you know how he do. But yeah, Red is on vacation. He in New Orleans, so I'm not even expecting to see Red today. Yeah, for sure. Okay, look, man, we gonna skip past the Sandor Martin and Puello fight. We all seen that fight. I feel like it was some bullshit. I feel like Sandor Martin did enough to win. We'll say that for the Bellway tomorrow. I want to go ahead and get to the to the steak.
Me and you got some crow to eat.
Yeah, I want to get to the steak and potatoes, man. Gary Russell, El Rayo, man. We gonna go ahead and talk about that fight, but yeah, I definitely got to eat some crow on that one, man. Let's get it.
I'm so tired of being fat, but I keep on eating snacks.
All right. Salute to Gary Russell. Salute to Gary Russell. Yeah. Salute to Gary Russell, man. I was completely wrong. He definitely showed me. Like I said on Friday, he definitely showed me what I needed to see. And we do have a new champion, man. I mean, I feel like 140, man. 140 is getting crazy. Hella smoke at 140. But I'm gonna slide over to Kano. I want to hear what the OG got to say about this one, man. How did you feel about Gary Russell and El Rayo, man, Venezuela?
It played out exactly like I predicted. It was gonna be a wipeout, whitewash. I didn't think Rayo was gonna win a round. I expected Rayo to even get stopped. I didn't think this fight on paper was even close. Did you pick Rayo?
Yeah, I picked Rayo, fam. I did.
Oh my God. I didn't think that was possible that anybody was gonna pick him. You know, on my breakdown, I said, look, man, he got away without boxing Pitbull. Pitbull's a short little midget, okay? Gary Antoine is a full-grown man. You that boxing shit wasn't gonna work with him. You ain't gonna try to outbox Gary Antoine because Gary Antoine was gonna be in your face the whole night. I knew he was gonna apply that pressure. He's a faster fighter, have better feet than Pitbull, man. This was a mismatch, man, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that surprised me was that Rayo didn't get stopped. That's the only thing that shocked me.
You thought he was gonna get put on the t-shirt, huh?
Bro, I thought he was. Yes, I did. And there was a couple of rounds where I thought it might have happened, but you know,
yeah,
I'm gonna keep it short because we got a big panel in here. But yeah, I did pick Antoine to win, man. On me and Act Show and shit like that because we did. He forces me to do pick'ems over there. That way he can hold me accountable. So
as he should. Salute to my young Ack, man. Ack, man.
I did pick Puello. I picked Antoine, and I picked Tank. Was there another fight? I don't remember.
No. That was it. Okay. We gonna slide over to KG, man. KG, what was your thoughts on El Rayo and Gary Russell? You know what I'm saying? Now you did pick Gary, you know what I'm saying? So salute to you for that one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, how you felt about the fight, bro?
If there was a bet going on between Gary Antoine and Mr. Gary Russell, I think Mr. Gary Russell should go ahead and pay him, man, because he was close enough to 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I think the bet was, can you throw 1,000 punches this fight? And Gary Antoine said, hell yeah. He threw 957. Let's go ahead and round that up to the nearest 100 and go ahead and pay the man for the bet, man, because I didn't think he was going to be able to maintain that energy and that output for the entire fight. And he did. You know what I'm saying? So that was beyond what the Energizer Bunny does. So pay the man. Go ahead and look out for him. This man came out from round one, and he didn't allow El Rayo to box. So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, El Rayo wasn't going to get away with the boxing. He wasn't allowed to box because every time he just went to go take a breath, Gary Antoine was right there. He was catching him, and if anybody paid attention, I had said this to Ack earlier. I said El Rayo had success when he ran combos off backwards. You know how when you run them off forward, Kano, starting with your jab and whatever punches follow. Did you notice when he was leading with like a hook, and then he'll finish that combo off with a jab? So he'll get 4 punches off and land maybe 2 or 3, but it was in a backwards damn version of the combo. So the jab would be the last punch to get off. That's where he was finding the success. But I don't think El Rayo is used to fighting like that, especially with the pressure that Gary Antoine was applying and the way he stayed at him. So it was from the 6th round. I said, bro, can he do this? Can he maintain this? And the way damn Mr. Russell was at him, I was like, bro, that you could tell that was more than just a coach. That was a brother right there getting at him. Tells him, man, let's go get it. And he went and got it. El Rayo had no answers. There was no way to make an adjustment because when a motherfucker Velcros himself to you, it's hard to get him off of you.
Yeah, man. Okay. Stay ready. Let me come to you, man. You picked El Rayo just like myself, man. We got this one wrong, man. But salute to Gary. How you felt about the fight, bro?
Man, honestly, that was a damn good fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoyed it. I picked wrong, but just because I picked wrong don't mean I can't enjoy a good ass whipping. I know Lamont said he put belt the ass. I think Gary Antoine Russell put belt the ass too. Fighting El Rayo. I'm gonna tell you, Kano. I know the reason I picked El Rayo, it wasn't because I didn't think Gary was a better fighter. It was the boxing acumen. I thought El Rayo would stay on the outside and box. But like KG just said, once that Velcro attached, it's hard to get that motherfucker off of you. And El Rayo couldn't get Gary off of him the whole fight. Now, it was some round. He did pull a couple of them rounds off, barely though. Because he was fighting back. He wasn't trying to just let Gary get off, but Gary wasn't letting up. And he was putting punches together so beautifully. And a lot of the like he said, a lot of the punches that was connecting was at the tail end, right when El Rayo thought he was finished, thought Gary was finished, and he was catching him with some good solid shots. And I did think he was gonna get knocked out. It was round 8 and 9. I thought he was fit to go down. And then early in round 10, I thought he was gonna go down, but he held on and then fought the last 2 rounds to finish it out. And he knew he lost. He didn't even attempt to. He just clapped his hands when they announced the victor. He got his ass whooped. That was a great fight. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna lie, this was a pretty damn good card. It was great fights throughout the whole card. So yeah, I enjoyed it. So I ain't gonna be long with it.
Oh man, stay ready. But ain't nothing wrong with getting picked wrong. We all get picked wrong. You know, I get picked wrong. You know,
I'm just saying. I just told you why I picked him.
I got a different take on it, man. Is he from Texas, man?
No.
El Rayo, now I think El Rayo from like Cali or something. He like a West Coast kid.
He's not from Texas at all.
Okay,
I'm hold on, Kano, because I see what you're trying to do there.
I know what he's trying to do too.
Nah. He not from Texas, brother.
He don't even fight like a Texas fighter.
But the thing, see, this is my reason why I picked El Rayo. And like I said on Friday, it was here, KG was here. I thought El Rayo was gonna be able to outbox him like how he did Puello did to Russell. I thought El Rayo was gonna be pivoting, moving, using his feet, you know what I'm saying? Getting out of, funny situations. I know Gary Russell was gonna come and apply pressure, you know what I'm saying? If anything, Gary Russell fought like a Texas fighter because he stayed to that boy hip, you know what I'm saying? Like they was doing the Texas two-step all night. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I honestly I just thought, Arreo was gonna outbox him, man, but Gary wasn't going. And let me go to my brother Allfella because he was also a person that picked Gary Russell to win, man. So give me your thoughts on this fight, man.
A nice comeback. I was one of those ones that was critical of Gary getting a title shot coming off of a loss, but he's rebounded nicely. The gas tank was definitely there. The educated pressure was as expected, too much for El Rayo. One thing I didn't expect was El Rayo. I think actually this weight class serves El Rayo a little bit better because his punch resistance was able to stand up to the constant, frequent pressure of Gary Russell. You know what I mean? So great win for Gary Antoine Russell. And I like his attitude. He's now looking forward to avenging that loss, that split decision loss, and sewing up that unification with Alberto Puello. And yeah, like I said earlier, El Rayo, I think this weight class, even though he took an L in clinical fashion, I think this weight class serves him better. You know what I mean? He was able to stand the test of time with a perceived power puncher. This guy has most of his wins are by stoppage or KO. So he could put that feather in his cap, being that he was competitive in the fight. So yeah, that's my take.
All right, man. Salute to everybody in the chat room. Salute to Marcus. Who else came through? My brother Stay Ready was in the chat. Champy was in the chat. Jose Diaz, Grease in my eye boxing talk. Oh man, this y'all already got pages dedicated to trolling Tank, bro. What we doing out here, man? All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the stake, man. You know what I'm saying? This the reason why we here today, man. Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach, man. Ended in a gift decision for Tank, man. They scored it a draw. It was a whole lot of thumping in this fight, man. Lamont Roach came to fight. He did not back down. And we all underestimated Lamont Roach, man. I gave Lamont Roach a little bit of, credit before the fight. I even though I still picked against him, but a lot of people thought that Tank Davis was gonna steamroll Lamont, you know what I'm saying? But that did not happen. And we gonna get into it, man. But before we do that, this is for the whole entire panel and the chat and everybody that picked against Lamont Roach.
I'm so tired of being fat, but I keep on eating snacks.
Oh, we all got to eat crow today, baby. Everybody, all y'all, blacks, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Mexicans, white people, we all got to eat crow because we ain't nobody. I didn't see nobody picking Lamont Roach. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't hear nobody say it was a draw. It's gonna be a draw. Stay Ready wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know how Big Bro felt about it. You know what I'm saying? And since he is here to speak on it, I'm gonna come to Stay Ready first, man. Give me your thoughts, man. Lamont Roach versus Tank Davis, man. I know you got a bunch of phone calls and a bunch of texts. I know the homies in the city, and you know
My phone was lit.
the fan was the phone. I know the phone was jumping last night. So yeah, man, talk to me. How you felt about this fight, bro?
I couldn't even watch the fight because I kept getting calls and hey, what you got? What you scored, man? I had it. I'm not gonna lie to you, and this is me personally, and don't give a damn what nobody else say. From the first 4 rounds was Lamont. The first 4 rounds was all Lamont. I scored that fight 8-4. Lamont Roach, not Peterson. Yeah.
He said Lamont Peterson.
Lamont Roach. I picked Tank to win this fight. I had money on Tank winning this fight. I lost money. Well, I would have lost money, but I even told my partner, Lamont was robbed. Was it close enough to? They had close rounds. That could have went either way. Lamont was pushing the pressure he was pushing the pace the whole fight. Tank got off a couple of times, but Tank wasn't just immaculate that whole fight. To me, it looked like Lamont was doing more. But I understand you got to really go in there and showcase your skills and outclass the champion. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. In the case of this fight, I'm seeing Lamont landing way more cleaner shots. I'm seeing Lamont getting off more. The punches that Tank landed, they had more power behind them. But what does that matter? A power punch is a power punch. You're not gonna score more for a power punch because it had more explosiveness behind it. You're gonna score a power punch for a power punch. Defensively, Lamont was better defensively in this fight. Tank was getting hit way more than he normally do. He wasn't blocking shots like he should have. He didn't have his guards right. He had his hands down a lot in this fight, trying to go for the knockout. So you got somebody that's pushing the pace, that's still aggressive, who has better defense, landing more shots, and clearly in my eyes, won this fight. And the shit that really pissed me off was how this motherfucker. And I don't give a damn what nobody Google. Nigga, if you take a knee in a fight, that is a knockdown. That is in the rule book. When Fundora took a knee, so in a fight, who was he fighting? I think he was fighting what's my boy?
Lubin?
Yeah, he was fighting Lubin. He took a knee. He didn't get hit to take a knee. He took a knee, and they counted that as a knockdown. We seen who else? We just saw somebody else recently take a knee and get back up. We see fighters do that all the time. This is not nothing new. Y'all acting like this is new. Now, why did he take? That's not my problem on why he took the fight. I don't give a damn why he took the knee. I don't give a flying fuck why he took the knee. The fact that he took a knee is a knockdown. That right there alone, if y'all call that a draw, that knockdown makes that a 10-8 round. That's a point away from Tank. That's a Lamont Roach victory. They need to go back to the goddamn commission and have them review that shit, because it ain't no such thing as a fighter can take a knee so he can go to the corner and get his eyes fixed. I ain't never heard that in my life. That's some new shit. Don't start no new shit for superstars. Keep that shit down the line across boxing, period. Don't give me no extra shit with Tank the champion. I don't give a fuck if he the champion, the face of boxing, the only thing that keep boxing going. I don't give a fuck. Keep that shit down the line. I'm tired of all this fake ass, cheating ass bullshit in this motherfucking sport. This is why I don't talk this shit half the time. No motherfucking way.
Okay. God damn. All fella, I'm gonna come to you, man. You the foreign correspondent, man. You the foreign correspondent, because it was a lot of slander and backlash for the last crescendo, man. But it looked like PBC won't get away squeaky clean, man. Give me your thoughts, man. Lamont Roach, Tank Davis, how you feeling?
I knew it was gonna be a janky evening when I saw
this boy said janky. God damn.
When I saw your boy Tankalicious walk in the ring with Jim Jones. I knew it was gonna be one of those nights. I might have to agree with Stay Ready Mac for real, because the way for me the first 3 rounds was Lamont Roach. Tank wasn't doing nothing. I mean, he was pretty much following Lamont Roach around. Lamont Roach was getting throwing the majority of the punches, even if they weren't landing, he was throwing them. You know what I mean? And you can't listen to the commentators because the commentators was obviously pro Gervonta Davis. You know what I mean? So they was exaggerating and highlighting the punches that Davis was getting off and not highlighting what Roach was doing. So in my opinion, those the first 3 rounds were clearly Roach. You could argue that as the fight went on, there was some swing rounds, there was some close rounds, but to me, Roach had not only a pound for pound talent in Tankalicious, but he also had to fight an unexpected opponent in the ring, and that was Steve Willis, if I'm getting his name correct, the bug-eyed ref. Yeah, you know what I mean, because before he made his egregious mistake, he was making mistakes before that. He was fucking up the fight, bro. Now in boxing, there is such thing as infighting.
Oh shit!
Fighting in the clinch. And every time the fight came on the inside, Steve Willis was there to save Tank. Save Tank from any further work that Roach was about to put in. You know what I mean? So not only was he fighting Tank, he was fighting this bug-eyed ref as well. How you don't call a man taking the knee? Taking the knee.
Okay.
To
Hold on.
shield himself from further punishment. Five.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there. So I want to read this tweet that Tank just put out. He says that they took the fight from me and made it a draw because I did that bullshit knee. But I landed the most punches in the fight. He didn't even hit me with a punch when I took the knee. I get it though. I shouldn't have did that, but that hair grease was burning my eyes.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's unprecedented. That has to be the most zestiest excuse for taking the knee we've ever heard in the history of boxing, because the hair grease was burning your eye. Okay, cool. You took the knee. You should have got counted. The referee should have counted. But here's the next piece of corruption. Tank should have been disqualified because your team can't come up on the ring apron and wipe down your fighter's face during the fight. Did the referee call? Did the referee even call time? What's going on here? This nigga acting like he's in his house going to the washroom. Oh, let me get a towel to wipe down my eye and shit. You know what I mean? Hold on for a minute. This nigga called a timeout in a fight, bro, and got away with it. It should be a motherfucking DQ. We should have a new champion at 135 in Lamont Roach. Simple as that. Simple as that. The team was up on the ring apron and aided and assisted in wiping down his eye. And it's not like the substance came from the opposing team. Tank did it to himself.
Yeah.
That scalp grease, that toxic scalp grease, that's on you, my nigga. That's on you.
Yeah. Stay ready. You was trying to say something, bro?
No, I was just gonna say they didn't even give him a 10-8 round for that, so that ain't why. I just seen the judge's scorecard. I just seen the group text.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. This shit is weird. Before I go to Kano and KG, D-Man sent me something very, very interesting. Let me go to the messages real quick. I'm not gonna screen share it, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to, put this girl face out there, bro. But allegedly, man, Tank fans are trying to locate the girl who did his hair, and they're trying to pull up on her, bro. This is nasty work out here, man. Kano, I want to hear what the OG got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about all this, man? Because now because I put R-Fella in front of you because he is pro, rider season, and you're anti-rider season. So please explain to me, man, what the hell was that last night from the PBC, man? How was that a great event, man? When they letting all this shim and fuckery go on, and they let Tank get away with it, bro. How you feel about this, man?
See, what you did when you put R-Fella in front, right, is he took all my bullets, because that should have been a disqualification. You cannot go to the corner and get assisted at all unless the ref called a timeout and allowed it. Like, hey, fix his gloves, put some tape on there. That's the ref's job to do. By him taking that knee, just doing it on his own, that's a DQ. That is a disqualification. We're arguing about a 10-8 round. He shouldn't even been allowed to keep fighting.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
He shouldn't even been allowed to keep fighting at all, man. Second thing, yes, I did pick Tank at 9, but even though I'm wrong, what I said in there was that this is going to be a very competitive fight because Lamont Roach can fight. He's got skills. I just felt that by the 9th, he was going to make a mistake and Tank was going to do what Tank does. You know what I mean? That's what I thought was going to happen. It was going to look like Roach was winning up until that point where he gets stopped. That's what I thought was going to happen. But we saw something different. We saw a Tank Davis that seems to me like is pretty spoiled in the gym, because those little tactics show me that he's got quit in him. It's a telltale that he does a lot of these little things in sparring. He'll stop whatever things ain't going his way. Man, I need a break. I need to call a timeout. He looked like he was sparring. That's what he looked like. And I think that a lot of people call him out for that reason, because a lot of these people that be in that gym with him see that he quits sometimes in that gym. And I saw some quit in Tank last night. When he got clipped, and he got clipped multiple times. He even got buckled and buzzed once. Bro, that energy wasn't there no more for Tank, bro. He got quit in him. And he got away with one. Period. This ain't about rider season or none of this shit. This is just boxing here. That was some cool shit.
We saw some hole in them last night, my nigga. We saw some hole in them for real.
Okay. Takano say it was just boxing. This ain't got nothing to do with rider season. This ain't got nothing to do with that, man. So the guy who's about to speak next, man, he knows his boxing through and through. You know what I'm saying? The good doctor. I want to switch it up with you, man. Tell me what did Lamont Roach do that made him, excel in this fight, and what did Tank Davis do to make him look so bad in this fight? Talk to me, KG.
Arnold hit it on the head when he said Tank spoiled. All that talking to spectators watching, the referee in the ring, his opponent, his corner, all these side conversations, all these hold on, you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing this, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. That stuff comes from the gym. You remember when everybody was talking about Shakur arguing with his granddad in the corner and everything like that? That's goes on in the gym. You know what I'm saying? That's stuff that's groomed in the gym. So that's why I don't beat nobody up. But when you see that stuff and it makes it to the ring, yeah, that's why we can't do some things like that. That's what that showed. But as far as Lamont Roach, you know what he showed? He showed
What's that?
that the same dude that he grew up with and seen in the gyms, that him and Barry Hunter, you know what I'm saying, that him and Tank had trained, you know what I'm saying, under Barry Hunter and his dad, and you know what I'm saying, Coach Cal, Coach Kenny, everybody that's been, you know what I'm saying, around ever since they were kids. Lamont Roach had the mind of an elephant. He remembered all of it and saw that Tank was the same person that he remembered growing up. He was just an adult form, and he has a bit of punching power. You know what I'm saying? So I believe they sparred enough and been around each other enough that a lot of things have been able to be registered. So when it started with the press conference and Tank was trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to punk him and it wasn't working, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I know DC cats to be. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're about it or not. You're going to hear them motherfuckers say it and you're going to kind of feel it. You're going to be like, is he really about this? You know what I'm saying? But in this case, Tank knows who Lamont is. So that's why we didn't get him trying to big boy, you know what I'm saying, Lamont like he does everybody else. He couldn't do it. So that was the first check off. Then we get into the actual fight, and he tried to do the same thing there. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know, you know what I'm saying, how fights go. Guys are usually, you know what I'm saying, up first, like he said it. Tank said it. You're a front runner. You're a front runner. The thing is, Lamont chose patience when it came to this fight. Y'all saw that it was a lot of exchanges he could have got into, but he stayed his distance. If y'all was backstage, I was saying it. I was like, bro, he's working the mid-range. He's staying where he is. And Tank is scared to kind of throw because Tank wants you to come past that mid-range point so he can go ahead and try to sting you. Tank didn't want to initiate, and because Lamont had him at the point that Tank had to initiate. And that was the thing about it. Tank was trying to wave him in, and Lamont was like, nigga, I don't have to come there. And that's the crazy thing about it. So it had got past the point of no return of trying to strike any intimidation in Lamont Roach, so it didn't work. Didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So Lamont stayed on it. And everything that was being said in his corner, they stayed on it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just stay defense. We know what he's going to try to throw. We know what his favorite punches are. Like I said, we've seen it. He's been throwing the same punches ever since y'all was 7. Just pay attention. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's going to get to a point in the fight, he is going to start winding up with his punches. He's going to start loading up with these punches because now either frustration is going to be setting in or he's going to think he has food in front of him. We need to sell both to him. And they kind of did. He stayed there. When he seen that damn Lamont face started to damn swell up in certain spots, that was a sell to Tank that, hey, I'm able to land on this guy. But it was a good sell because, like I said, he stayed the course, played the defense. His defense was on point. Defense was on point, and you give me a shot, I'm giving one back. That's old school. Give a shot, take a shot. But the thing is, Tank thought he was going to break him down, and Lamont was like, nah, bro. Every time you give me one, I'm going to make sure I give you one back. Tank couldn't take him coming back. Like Connell said, we started seeing Tank break down. We started seeing it because he couldn't punk him. The intimidation wasn't there. So I take that. I take this crow and I eat it with pride, bro, because Lamont damn proved me wrong. Because I figured he was going to break him down and hit him with the punches that stick. But Lamont knows those punches. He's seen those punches, and I don't think Tank throws them any different. So he knows those punches. So as they came, he knew how to take the steam off of them. So it just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Lamont just stayed the course. That's, like I said, that's mental. You know what I'm saying? That's a mental damn test right there. How do I stay the course? I know I can get into exchanges, and I know it's dangerous that this dude can load up and catch me with some stuff. Tank was being dirty also. He was throwing some low shots. Steve Willis, like I said, the way I've known Steve Willis to be up in the fight, on the fight, you know what I'm saying, up close and personal, I didn't see that same guy. Because if that was the same guy, he would have caught some of those low blows that Tank was trying to throw. He was trying to throw him off the hip. He was trying to freeze that back leg up that Coach Kenny said he drags.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. But that's why I said, Steve Willis was on the payroll.
Had to be, man, because he wasn't up close and personal in the fight like he always is. That was the thing
Right.
that threw me off. I was like, bro, I don't see Steve like I used to, and he ain't even making the faces. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but no, Lamont put up damn a fight, and he did what he was supposed to do by staying the course. It was like you got to play chess. When you know you in there with a chess player that's been damn beating up on checkers players, damn all, you know what I'm saying, for so long. I gotta play smart. I gotta play it smart. And I gotta dig deep in his bag and go back to where I know him from. And in the last couple of fights, that's he sells himself to be the same person that I know. So if that's the same person I know, when he get in there, if he shows shades of that, I just gotta stay the course. You outsmarted the guy that damn been punking and scaring everybody else.
Absolutely. Let me say this, bro. And I hear the OGs say this all the time. And Drew Titan in the chat. Salute to Drew. Salute to Acondo. Salute to TD. Salute to Marcus. Salute to everybody, man. Y'all smash the like button, man. Usual Suspect Sundays, man. I got the usual suspects in here, man. We got Kano up in here. Usual Suspect number 7. He pulled up on us today, man. I appreciate Kano for coming through. We got Stay Ready up in the building, man. I appreciate my brother for coming through. I know what he got on his plate right now. Look, at the end of the day, man, we had a conversation Friday, and I hear Drew say this shit all the time, bro. Documentation beats conversation, bro. I said this, man. I said this. Now I'm gonna play this video. You know what I'm saying? And I said this, and I want to reiterate this, man. I just feel like Lamont and them got some shit in their arsenal that we ain't seen yet, due to the prior history of them fighting Tank. You know what I'm saying? And I know it was a long time ago, but and this is what I do believe. I believe that Lamont is not gonna be. He's not gonna have that fear factor. Lamont Roach was not scared, bro, and I think that played in his favor. He was not scared, like the homie was just saying, bro. He stood right in the pocket with Tank, bro. He stood right in the pocket, mid range. He was in the blender with Tank the whole fight. He didn't get on his bicycle. He didn't run. He wasn't on his toes bouncing. He was flat footed in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Philly shell, blocking, parrying, pivoting. He was right in mid-range the whole fight. He was right in position to counter anything Tank do. Tank throw a left hand, he blocking it. Tank go to the body shot, blocking it. You know what I'm saying? Tank throw a hook, weave, pivot, right hand right in his face, bro. Lamont fought a hell of a fight. I'ma just be real. And I'm watching the fight last night with the homies. I'm arguing back and forth with the homies. I'm telling them, bro, I'm like, look, Tank is losing, bro. Tank really didn't start throwing punches till like the 5th round, bro. I don't understand how these judges gave Tank any of the first rounds. I don't understand it. And to put the icing on the cake, bro, what happened in the 9th round was egregious. I've never seen a fighter be able to call timeout, have his cornerman jump on the motherfucking ring and wipe their eyes. Never have I seen no shit like that before. And I've been watching boxing for at least 20 plus years. I never seen it. But I have seen fighters fight through injuries. I have seen fighters fight through cuts, bleeding in their face. I mean, hell, we just seen that shit a couple fights ago with Beterbiev when he got his head split open. We seen that shit with Badu Jack. We seen it with Serrano. And if Tank says that he's so great, he got more skill set than Floyd Mayweather and all this and all that, and he's the most skilled fighter. Hey, man, the skilled fighters fight through adversity, bro. I seen Floyd Mayweather get his teeth knocked out and keep fighting. And if we really want to go old school, I seen Muhammad Ali fight Sonny Liston for a whole round, blinded, couldn't see. The man had some type of poison or pepper or something in his motherfucking eye. The man could not see for a whole round, bro. And fought Sonny Liston like that. Told his corner man he can't see. The corner man say, hey man, you got to go out there and don't get hit. Survive. Ali did that. And this is why I don't get mad when OGs like Kano and Drew and Stormy and all these OGs say what they be saying. That this era of boxing is soft. It's trash. Shit like that. The shit that Tank Davis pulled last night, bro, that shit was trash, bro. All these Tank Davis fans, y'all can't be mad for the onslaught, for the attack that y'all finna receive from Tank. Because guess what? When other people lose and other people look bad in fights, Tank be the first one on the internet with something to say. Devin Haney looked bad, he got something to say. We just seen last week Shakur Stevenson did a phenomenal job. It's not Shakur Stevenson's fault that he had to fight a dude on a couple days' notice. That wasn't his fault. Tank got something to say about that. Week before that, we seen Keyshawn Davis knock out Baranchek. Oh, Baranchek is trash. Let Tank and his fans tell it. You clown Devin Haney for months, losing to Ryan Garcia. By the way, Ryan Garcia cheated, got caught with steroids in his system. You don't care. You still bash Devin Haney. So all you Tank Davis fans, all y'all dudes that's on this internet that's hiding and don't got nothing to say, y'all finna have to sit here and take that. No Diddy. Yeah, y'all finna have to take this, brother. Salute to Lamont Roach, man. I can't say this enough, man. Salute to you, bro.
A question for the panel. How many 10-8 rounds did y'all give Tank? Because I can tell you it was another round they should have counted as a knockdown that they didn't when he grabbed the ropes when he was falling back. I know y'all saw it. I wasn't the only one that saw that.
Yeah, I remember that.
He grabbed the hell out of them ropes.
I saw that.
He got hurt multiple times, bro. Got hurt multiple times. This was a cherry pick gone wrong. And I was telling the brothers Friday, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. Lamont might do some shit we ain't never seen before, man. And I was right, bro. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I picked wrong, but man, Lamont did prove me right in some aspects of what I was saying, man. Like this was crazy. But let's get into some usual suspects.
I got a
go ahead, kind of what you say.
So, man, I was saying I got a little bit more out of it too, man. What I got out of it is the Lamont needs to stay at 134.5. I didn't think he was going to do it at 135, but that weight actually did him well. He needs not to even bother 130. Stay right there. That's where you're strongest, my man. Stay
Agreed.
there.
Agreed.
Yeah, he did look good at 135. I ain't gonna lie to you. I agree with you.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me ask this real quick though.
Go ahead.
Was it more Tank carrying Lamont Roach, or did Lamont Roach put down a blueprint on how to defeat Tank?
The blueprint was don't fight scared. Simple.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Thank you. Somebody had to say it. Thank you, Kano.
I think it was already there.
Yeah, he didn't give a blueprint. It was no blueprint. What he did was he went in there not intimidated. So he knocked the kink off the armor. So now he's showing everybody, nigga, y'all stop being scared of this nigga. He's still human. It was no blueprint because we seen Tank get beat up before. He just get that knockout. We saw Tank get beat up. Gamboa was giving Tank the business. We seen
Leo Santa Cruz, Barrios,
Leo Santa, Pendraza. Pendraza was giving him the business before he knocked him out.
Yeah,
Tank get hit.
To me, Pitbull showed me how to do it, but you just needed to be a more controlled version.
Hell, shit. I mean, it ain't no different than Canelo. Bivol was one that wasn't scared of him. What happened? He beat him.
Beat him.
She didn't fight him scared.
You got to be disciplined to maintain your spacing. Like, if you know your opponent likes to get into 50-50 exchanges, you got to be smart enough not to get into them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Canelo look for. That's what that's what Tate try to bait you. He try to bait you to then put you, you know what I'm saying, to get you out there. He try to pick up on the he try to set traps and try to bait you, but Lamont Roach never allowed him to bait him into making himself vulnerable for certain punches to land.
Right.
Yeah, Roach took his heart. Roach took his heart because when Tank did land some nasty shit on him, and Roach put his hands down and just looked at him.
Yeah.
That took his heart right there, bro. Done.
Look, man. I think it was like in the 7th and 8th round, bro. When Tank was already warmed up, he downloaded the data and he hit Lamont Roach with I think a left hand, bro. And Lamont Roach didn't go nowhere. He was right there in the man's face. That snatched the soul and the confidence from Tank. He knew right then and now, oh shit, man, this dude ain't bullshitting. He right here, bro. And I said this shit Friday, fellas. You cannot fight Tank Davis scared, bro. You can't come in there scared, bro. That when they call him mini Mike Tyson, they call him Mike Tyson for a reason. A little bit of Mike is in Tank because he has dudes mentally defeated already before they get in the ring. Because guess what? If you at home and you know you got to fight this man, bro, and you on your phone, you watching film on Tank, you and your team watching film on Tank, and he punching dudes, he landing all these devastating shots. You're looking at all these highlights, these reels, all these clips on the internet. That shit sinks in your mind. And you saying, man, bro, I can't get hit with that. Man, bro, I wonder if he hit me with that body shot. Will I fold? Lamont was not fazed by any of that shit. He was not scared of the body shots. He was not scared of the left hand. He was not scared of none of that, bro. He went in there and he took Tank Davis' best shots, body and head, and he was game. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Tank carried him. You know what I'm saying? I just think Tank did. Listen, Tank don't have no plan B. Tank don't have no adjustments, bro. His plan is to go up and down, lose rounds, and track you down and knock you out. That's the game plan from Tank. It's no other game plan from Tank. And then when Barry Hunter was in the corner, I don't know if people seen this, but when he was in the corner, Barry Hunter and Calvin them trying to give him instructions, he arguing with them. I know y'all seen that, bro. He going back and forth with Barry Hunter.
I seen at one point Calvin took over the corner.
Hey, because old boy Lamont gave him nothing to download. That's Tank's game. He liked to download in them first rounds. Lamont wasn't giving him much download.
He gave him a download. The download was, I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here, motherfucker. We good. Let's go.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. Okay, let me play this video, man. This is what Keyshawn Davis had to say, and we're gonna get into some future fights at 135. Let's talk.
I don't got
about
too much to say. The fight just said it all. I don't got too much to say. Just know it's a different conversation now when you add the businessman versus Gervonta. It's a different conversation. Because I'm punching, Sean. That's number one. I'm punching. Either one of them guys is. I fought with Lamont though. You know what I'm saying? But either one of them guys is getting. I'm knocking them out. Word. I'm knocking them out. I'm not even playing. I'm knocking them out. Counter him. He countered him crazy. They countered each other, but Lamont. I feel like Lamont won. Let's start there too. I feel like Lamont definitely won. All right, G. I feel like Lamont Roach won. I definitely feel like Lamont Roach won. But a draw, like, it is what it is type shit, you know?
KG, I want to come to you, man. This your Virginia native, man. Now, since everybody has seen the fight. Do you think these fighters have an extra boost to confidence going into the ring with Tank Davis, man? And how do you feel about what Keyshawn said?
I don't think it's an extra boost of confidence. It's now, nigga, you just got chopped down a peg. So all that shit you was talking, like you said earlier about the tweets on X that he be putting up, bro, you look like us now, or you look like the way you said we look. So what we doing now? You know what I'm saying? So because I think Keyshawn was confident the whole time, you know what I'm saying, through and through, regardless of what anybody said. Like when he was on Gillian Wallow, Clarissa said he wasn't ready yet because he needed more experience. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn already in his mind. I want, you know what I'm saying, the best. And based off of what he saw in that fight, and based off of what we've seen him showcase, based off of, you know what I'm saying, being the age that he is and having patience, he feels he could do what he saw in that fight. But he knows he has more so of a closeout mentality. So he's going to look to close the show. So if he would have had Tank hurt in any aspect, whether it was body, whether it was something in his eye or whatever, I think Keyshawn would have been looking to go in for the kill. And I think that'd be the young man in him that would have been doing that. And, you know what I'm saying, Lamont being more so, you know what I'm saying, a savvy veteran, that he took the higher ground and said, you know what, let me take this course and just damn beat him at his own game and keep him at bay where he can't intimidate me. I don't think Keyshawn is going to be intimidated, because that kid, he's going to come in with a chip on his shoulder. It may be a curse, but it might be a gift if he can, you know what I'm saying, take notes from what he saw Lamont do to Tank. So what he saw now, yeah, the conversation changes, because you talk real greasy about me. Real greasy. You told me I wasn't this. You told me I wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? So what's up now? Champ? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's more so what's up now. Tank just made the target bigger on him, and all his damn trying to talk people out of what you done, what you did, what you this, what you that. The room just got smaller on him now. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be like, we don't believe you. You need more people. Because fans, damn, you know what I'm saying, are fickle now. I want to see what this week looks like, man, with all the damn tankomaniacs. I want to see how they really respond to this. Truthfully. Can they stand on it and be solid and tell us with an unbiased damn gut and say what it was, or still be trying to justify and try to find something to say why it happened the way it did?
Okay. What you got on this day? How you feel about what Keyshawn had to say, man? Is it an extra boost of confidence coming from the Davis DB3, man? How you feel?
Was it an extra boost of confidence, or was it how you already feel from the jump? Keyshawn never swayed away from saying that I beat the brakes off Tank. That's what he's been saying the whole time. He always felt like that. I think what that fight, the fight just showed, okay, Tank is still the same Tank, but the way that Lamont was more defensively and was standing square in the pocket and fighting him, okay, I do the same thing similar, but I got more punching power. I'm knocking something out. So he basically saying he feel more confident in knocking Tank out now. He always said he beat him, but he feel more confident in knocking him out. That's what I say.
Tano, what you got on this, bro? How you feel about what Keyshawn had to say, man?
I mean, I agree with Keyshawn, but then again, ever since Keyshawn became a champion, on the post fight on that live, I said that Keyshawn could beat Tank. You know, folks was looking at me like I was crazy and this and that. I'm like, bro, you know, y'all looking at Tank like he's some kind of damn wizard or something that you know, can't nobody crack that code. And I see kinks in his armor, and I seen him back then, and I'm like, I believe Keyshawn beats Tank. Everybody was laughing at me when I was live, but shit, you know, and Keyshawn believes it. He's been saying it. He's been saying it. You know, the only thing that's gonna be bad on Keyshawn is if he goes a little bit too overconfident and overcommits, because he still can get put to sleep. You know, he's got to go in there with a disciplined mind if he does go in there and fight. That's the one thing I will say. just because we saw what happened to Tank yesterday, don't mean people can just go on in there and run up on him like that, you know, because the man still got the equalizer. He could still put your lights out. So you have to have the mindset of a Lamont Roach, and you have to have that controlled aggression. Now, I do agree that Keyshawn hits harder, so I do believe that if he does clip him like with that right hand that Lamont caught him with, I think Keyshawn would have followed up, man. I don't know why Lamont didn't follow up when he could have and it was open, but that was a missed opportunity right there, man. I think if he goes back and watch film, he's gonna kick his ass. He can kick himself in the ass for not capitalizing on that moment right there, because I think that would have really turned the fight where there would have been no doubt of who won the fight.
Okay. Salute to the homie KP from KC5, man. He say Tank should have been fought them guys. He waited too long now. He gonna be hunted down. All fella, man, is the hunt on for Tank Davis? And how do you feel about what Keyshawn Davis had to say? Keyshawn Davis had to say.
Yeah, I think it's a boost of confidence for Keyshawn. Because what we saw in that fight and what Lamont Roach was able to do, I think Keyshawn can easily replicate, and then even go beyond that with his power, with his aggression. Because one thing I don't think has been said is the blueprint into beating Tank. It's not only not being scared of him, it's being able to bully the bully. And I think Keyshawn Davis is definitely capable of bullying the bully. So yeah, that's a extra piece of confidence. I think after seeing that fight, he's a bigger, more powerful opponent, and yeah, I would love to see it. Just as well as Shakur Stevenson, and we'll see how it goes. But we got to see these fights. You know what I mean? These fights got to happen, and it almost seems like it's more likely to happen or closer to happening because of what happened Saturday. There's a bit of embarrassment. There's a huge fallout going on the Tank side. Where is he being backed into a corner where he's going to have to fight his contemporaries? We shall see.
Okay. I want to come to Kano. I know Kano got to get up out of here, man. I appreciate you for coming through, Kano. I got one last question for you, man. The word robbery is probably one of the most overused terms in boxing, man. I gotta ask you this, Kano. Was Lamont Roach robbed last night? Do you feel like Lamont Roach won the fight? Give me your closing thoughts on that, man. Was this a robbery? Was this a gift? I mean, what's the correct word for us to use based off what we saw last night, man?
I mean, the only people that even half of the Tank fans feel that he lost the fight. This is clearly a robbery, man. There's no other way to sugarcoat this shit, man. Like, bro, like stay ready, and the rest of these folks in here said first 4 or 5 rounds he didn't do nothing, and then the back half, you know, let's not act like Lamont Roach wasn't putting in some work. Like, you know, I had it 7-5. It could have been 8-4 for Roach, right? But I gave it 7-5 just being generous, because there was a couple of rounds that were like toss-ups and shit, you know, swing rounds and stuff like that. But either way you put it, man, Roach, you had to have had Roach winning this fight. I don't see how you see this fight any other damn way, man. I was Roach. I wouldn't even, dude, to be honest with you, I wouldn't even fight Tank again right now. I'd go fight somebody else at 135, man. You know, I just, you know, bro, because I don't even know if Tank wants to rematch.
Okay,
because
kind of what made it a robbery? Because your Puerto Rican homie, Boricua homie, TD said robbery because of the timeout. What made this a robbery, bro?
Because it was a clear victory, bro. I mean, like it was a clear victory, man. It's a clear victory, man. And on top of that, he got away with the knee disqualification that should have been a disqualification on top of that. Like I'm just gonna keep going back to that. On top of the fact that he beat his ass on points, he should have been disqualified. Forget about the 10-8 round. He should have been disqualified. Just go look at the rules. The ref should have and could have disqualified him right then and there. He didn't give him permission to go over there and go to the corner and get wiped down or anything. That's a DQ. Period. We're fighting the wrong battle when we're talking about the 2 points, the 10-8 round. I mean, if I was him, that's what I'd be going to the commission for. Why did he get disqualified for that? We need to revisit this right here. We need an investigation on this. Why was this not a disqualification? That's what he should be doing. That's what he should be doing. But anyway, man, I do got to get up out of here, man. I got to get ready for tomorrow, man. But I appreciate being on here and all that, man. Salute to y'all, man.
Man, salute to number 7, man.
Yeah,
Chicano Loco TV, man. The face of Puerto Rican boxing talk, man. Salute to you, OG. I appreciate you for coming through, man. You're more than welcome. Anytime you want to join the show with us, man. I appreciate you, brother. Okay, KG said he be right back. Stay ready. I'm gonna come to you, bro. Robbery. They say robbery is the most overused terminology in boxing. Was this a robbery? Did Lamont Roach get robbed? Did Tank Davis get robbed? How do you feel about it, man? Who really won this fight?
Let me say this. I'm gonna say robbery is not the most overused term in boxing. It's not. The reason they use it so much is because there's so many robberies in the sport. Let's stop ass kissing these promotion companies. Let's stop taking payola from these promotion companies. Let's stop letting the commission dictate, well, I don't want him to fight because they fight like this. Let's start treating these fighters like they supposed to be treated and giving these fighters they just do. You got fighters that's out here putting they all in this sport, and they got these referees with they life and money in their hands. Nigga, I'm out here putting my life on the line in this ring, and you sitting your fat ass on the side of the ring, out of shape ass on the side of the ring, taking scope and don't know what the fuck you looking at. Because believe me, I've been in some of them amateur fights, and some of them motherfucking referees don't belong to be on the side of that motherfucker. They don't know what the fuck they looking at. I done seen kids be over there whooping another fighter ass with headgear on, and this judge just scored it for the other kid. I'm like, he just got his ass whooped. Ain't did nothing. Then knocked his head back. Referee in the ring ain't calling it a knockdown. Ain't giving them a standing 10, nothing. But you got these referees messing over these kids, messing over these fighters. If y'all stop messing over these fighters, people will stop saying robbery. Another thing, sometimes we do call it robbery, even though the fights are closer than it was. In this case, yeah, I had an 8-4. And yeah, it was some close rounds in there too. Could it I'm gonna be like this. Could it have been a draw? Yeah. Could Tank have won? No. It's not even possible. Either it's a Lamont victory or it's gonna be a draw. It's not even gonna sway the other way. It's no rounds in there that could sway it the other way. And I hear people saying, well, you got to beat the champion. No, we got to stop saying that shit too. Because we seen where champions get robbed all the time. I.e. O'Shaquie Foster when he fought old boy the last time. The first time they fought, O'Shaquie beat him all 12 rounds. He did not win one single round, and they took the belt from him. So I don't want to hear that you got to beat the champion either, because clearly the judges don't feel like you got to beat the champion. So let's stop saying that shit. I think that term right there is the most used term in boxing that we got to stop fucking saying. Yeah, cause say CITD. We got to stop saying that shit. That's the most overused term, because I get tired of hearing where you got to beat the champion. No, nigga, he beat the champion, but y'all want to sit here and act like this is something spectacular that just happened. No, he beat the goddamn champion. Give him his credit. Give credit what credit is due and stop fucking over these fighters, period.
Yeah, and salute to the homie Joseph Jackson. He put a great comment in the chat. The shoulder check. That was another dirty tactic that was not called in the fight. Absolutely.
The punch is below the belt. He hit him below the belt a whole lot of times in the fight.
Nah, he did. He did. And Tank was even crying about that. He's saying about something about his trunks being too high or something. It was just a whole lot of boo-hooing and whining, bro. If you are a mega star, if you are the guy, you the king, you the face, bro, you can't be doing all this whining and boo-hooing, man. All fella, I'm gonna come to you, man. They say robbery is one of the most overused terms
I'm gonna
in
mess with y'all
boxing.
later. I'm gonna listen in, but I gotta get back to the studying, man. I appreciate you.
Go ahead, bro,
I got
man. Go ahead and go ace the midterms, man. You got this shit, man. Go knock that shit out, man. Walk that shit down, bro. I appreciate you for coming through, man.
Salute,
You know what I'm
brother.
saying? Salute, bro. Salute, man. I appreciate my boy pulling up on us, man. He ain't been on a panel in a while, so salute to Mac for coming through. Arthur, I'm gonna slide over to you. Robbery, the most overused term in boxing. Was this a robbery? Did Lamont Roach get robbed? Did Tank Davis get robbed? How do you feel about this, man? And who actually won this fight?
You could call this a robbery, but if that's being too overused, let's call this definitely home cooking. Tank's always referenced Brooklyn as his second home. The Barclay, I think, where he won his first major championship belt. So let's reference this as definitely home cooking. But as far as the term robbery goes, yeah, there was robbery in Brooklyn on Saturday. You know what I mean? Once again, we can go over it in two instances. You see how the judges' scorecards added up, where you had the two judges that came up with a draw. Well, due to the lack of a call from once again the referee Steve Willis not calling the 10-8 knockdown, that led not to Lamont Roach winning the fight by a point on those two judges' scorecards. Robbery. Then at that, the fact that Tank Davis took a timeout to go to his corner for his corner to come up on the ring apron during a round to wipe his face down should be a disqualification under the Queensberry rules. Robbery, if not home cooking. So there you go.
Yeah.
Two instances right there. You know what I mean? Straight, simple, and plain. This ain't no hate to or no shade to Tank. It just is what it is. The man got a big gift. Land the plane on that.
Listen, bro. Let me say this before we get up out of here, bro. Accountability is needed in the sport of boxing, man. I don't know what other people is doing on their platforms on a day-to-day consistent basis, but over here, bro, in the land of the usual suspects, bro, we can do the pick'ems, we can do the clips, we can do the hot boxing topics all day, bro. But one thing about us, man, we hold everybody accountable. I'm held accountable for what I do. KG is held accountable for what he do. All fellas, same fucking thing, bro. Tank Davis is being held accountable for what he did and what he said. I don't care if you like him, you love him, you hate him, whatever the case may be. At the end of this shit, bro, you pick Lamont Roach when you could have picked Devin Haney, you could have picked Shakur, you could have picked Keyshawn Davis. You had a plethora of dudes you could have fought. You chose Lamont Roach. You thought Lamont Roach would be the path of least resistance, and that was not the case. I've been saying this for a long time. All that funny style moving that Tank and his team does was going to catch up to him. I told y'all on Friday, Lamont Roach is not scared of Tank Davis. I think Lamont Roach is going to do some things we have not seen before. I know robbery is a term that we like to use when things don't play out the way we think they're going to play out. But that fight last night was a robbery. The proof is in the pudding. I don't care if you like Tank. I don't care if you're from Baltimore. I don't care if you're from the DMV or whatever the case may be. That was a robbery, bro. Tank lost that fight. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. He lost, fam. I feel like Lamont Roach won the first 4 rounds off the bat. Easy, he won those first 4 rounds. Now the mid rounds, it was a lot of swing rounds up in there. Tank did start coming alive and start, punching and landing some decent punches. But Lamont Roach to me won the first 4 rounds of that fight, and he for sure won all of the rounds after round 8. So I say he won round 9 for sure, 10, 11, 12, bro. That's another 4 rounds. That's 8 rounds. Lamont Roach won 8 rounds of that fight, fam. Easy. You pick him. The first beginning, we can even go from the first round to the 6th round, bro. Lamont Roach won at least 4 of those rounds. After the 8th round, he for sure won the 9th round, the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th, bro. That's 4 rounds. That's 4-4. That's 8 rounds, bro. He won 8 rounds of that fight last night. I don't care what nobody says, bro. Just because it's Tank Davis, just because you like him, he knocked people out, he entertained, he do all these great things in the ring, bro. None of that matters, fam. He lost. And that's not even including the blatant disqualification 10-8 shit that happened. It's not even including that. That's just icing on the top of the cake. Because he was automatically supposed to lose for what he did in the 9th round. He was automatically supposed to lose just based off what he did. If not lose, for sure, make that a 10-8 round. If he was not going to be disqualified. That was supposed to be a disqualification or a 10-8 round. Period.
Go ahead, that's why I don't say it was a robbery. I know, like y'all saying, it's an overused term. Y'all need to go get go get your thesaurus. There's another word for robbery. This wasn't a robbery, Five. This was fraud. This was a sparring session sold to us as an actual boxing match. And I say that because Lamont Roach and his team were under the impression that they signed the contract for a boxing match. Tank and his team had signed the contract for a sparring session. That's why we saw all the side conversations. Tank educating Steve Willis, who's been doing this for 17 years, on how to referee, telling him what he should be doing, what he needs to be checking for. This was an educational, moment. Tank was trying to teach Steve Willis how to referee. Tank was trying to let Lamont Roach know the way boxing works. You know they're not gonna give you this win, right? So you wasting your time right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna let you. You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of wasting your time. So it was all educational. You know what I'm saying? In the corner, I got it. No, you ain't got it, Tank. You got to damn tighten up. You got to get them. You know what I'm saying? Then one damn one corner man decides to sit back and let the other one take over. So like I said, it was all learning sessions. It was just pretty much damn another day in the office. You know what I'm saying? At Team Tank. You know what I'm saying? So it was fraud. Us, the fans and team, no excuse, were under the impression that this was a boxing match. In actuality, this was just a regular everyday sparring session dealing with damn Team Tank. This is what this was. So it wasn't a robbery. You know what I'm saying? We just happened to get cameras and we was able to, you know what I'm saying, get the opportunity to witness this sparring session. And that's from Tank's vantage point. He'll have you convinced that this was just a sparring session and it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to go back to the drawing board and come back tomorrow and do another sparring session and see how it pans out. But I'm not going to do it with Lamont, though. I'm going to call somebody else up. I showed him too much. You know what I'm saying? I think he might have seen too much. So, like I said, it wasn't a robbery. Many things. Many things. You know what I'm saying? Misappropriation. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't necessarily a pillage, you know what I'm saying, because nobody really got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? It was still thievery in a sense.
Okay. Look, man, on that note, we're gonna get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I can't wait to hear what Cadillac Red and the other brothers is gonna have to say. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for tuning in. This was definitely a good show, man. Kano pulled up on us, man. Number 7, man. My boy Stay Ready pulled up on us, man. KG, Fella pulled up, man. Salute to Ak and Red. I know Ak is enjoying his birthday weekend. Ramadan has started. You know what I'm saying? So I know my brother is doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the Ramadan and his birthday festivities. I know Red is enjoying his vacation. You know what I'm saying, with his family in the NO for Mardi Gras. But yeah, man, we definitely gonna talk about this shit tomorrow. And if Red cannot make the Beltway tomorrow, man, we will definitely be here for Marathon Mondays, and we gonna talk about it some more, man. On that note, man, KG, give me your last, brother.
Can't give you my last, man, because I ain't never damn old. It's never done. It's never done. But you said a marathon. You said a marathon tomorrow? So no, can't give you my last, man. Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to my brothers, man. Everybody that pulled up. Shout out to Kano. Shout out to last night's damn set of fights. It wasn't $80 worthy, but we saw some things. And the things we saw is going to spill over into the next couple of weeks because I know probably some people that obsessed have loads and loads of ammo in the damn chamber already locked and loaded. So, Tank of Maniacs, I hope y'all are prepared for the onslaught that y'all are about to endure. Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah. So we do got some fights coming up. You know what I'm saying? For the month of March, we got Michaela Mayer again with Sandy Ryan. Cepeda versus Tevin Farmer. In April, we got Jerron Ennis, Counter Ben Eubank Jr. Let's see what else we got coming. Oh shit, March the 12th. That's probably gonna be next week. We got Keith Thurman versus Brock Jarvis. Let's see what else we got. We got a card in Tokyo, March the 13th. 14th, we got Stephen Butler and Banzania. That's in Montreal. That's in Arthur neck of the woods. Nick Ball, TJ Duhaney. That's March 15th. Let's see what else we got. Oh, March 22nd, we got the return of Sebastian Fundora. He fighting Cordell Booker. We got the return of George Kambosos, March 22nd. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we got some fights coming up. Oh shit, I'm tripping. Next week, this week coming up, March the 7th, we have Natasha Jonas. We got Caroline Dubois. You know what I'm saying? So we going to the foreign side of this, man. We're going to the foreign side of this, man. This fight coming up next week is gonna be the females, Caroline Dubois, Natasha Jonas. We got Keith Thurman, Brock Jarvis as well, man. So yeah, we're going to the foreign side of things in the up and coming weeks. And like I say, yeah, it's all foreign, man. We got Tokyo, Australia, we got the UK, George Kambosos in Sydney. Then at the end of March, we got Michaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan. Then in Mexico, we got Cepeda, Tevin Former. So your boxing is gonna slow down a little bit as far as big fights. And like I say, April, we got Torres versus Guido. That's gonna be fire. We got Janabek. I can't pronounce this dude's name, but we got Janabek. He going back to Kazakhstan. Oh shit, Janabek going back to Kazakhstan. We got Dillian White, Joe Joyce in April, and of course, man, Boost Ennis, Stanionis, man. All fella, man. But before you give me your last, man, how do you feel about this up and coming schedule, man? All these fights are hella foreign, man. So the four correspondent got to give us his thoughts before we get up out of here and close this out, bro.
Hey, man, and a lot of these fights are now accessible under pretty much one roof. The Zone been, I mean, they've been giving us some good boxing content as far as quantities go. Saturday there was 3 separate cards on the Zone. So yeah, that's what we getting. You know what I mean? A lot of good quality boxing in the upcoming future. Also, I think next week, speaking of which, on the Zone, MVP, Most Valuable Promotions, will be making their debut in Canada, a card in Canada with Lucas Body. Those remember Lucas Body with the spectacular knockout of the year type knockout against H2O Silva. He'll be doing his headliner here in Toronto against, I think, an opponent named Galaka or something like that. Galazka, that's it. Yeah, I mean Galazka. So that will be showcased on the Zone as well. I believe on Friday. We also got the female standout, Tam Tebow. She made her debut a couple months back against a veteran fighter, and she fought 3 minutes in her debut fight. So she's gonna be one of those I believe trailblazers that is gonna fight all of her fights in 3 minute increments and whatnot. So be on the lookout for her. Tam Tebow is also on that card. Yeah, so once again, salute to the chat. Make sure y'all get y'all 50-50 tickets. It's looking like a decent pot will be given out next Friday or this coming Friday on Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, bullshitting on the Beltway. Also, Find a Boxer numbers are limited now. You know what I mean? Box numbers are limited. $500 is the guarantee. You know what I mean? $20 a box. $usual 50-50 is how you get into these games. So y'all know what it is. It's your favorite yet your most hated odd fella. Salute to the usual suspects. Salute to 503 line. Mr. Texas Drip. You know what I mean? Marathon Mondays tomorrow if it ain't bullshitting on the Beltway. Salute to the chat. Salute to the whole LDBC. And I'm Gizon.
Yes, sir, man. Hopefully we do have the Beltway tomorrow, but if not, we will be back Marathon Monday, man. And I got a whole lot of shit in the tuck that I didn't even get to today. So hopefully we do have the Beltway tomorrow, man. I definitely miss the Beltway, man, with my brother Cadillac Red and KG. You know what I'm saying? Even though KG pulls up everywhere, man, we definitely got to get the Beltway back in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. We ain't gonna be cruising down I-95. We'll be cruising down I-10 for the win. Go get them tickets, man. Let's go.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $usual 50-50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshit on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LBBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LBBC, and remember,
It's a usual suspect.